Hello and welcome to another update. In this one I'll be covering the north of Bakhmut. We can see that according to the latest update by Zodiac mapping, the Russian forces have advanced westwards of Blahodatne in the direction of Berihivka, Tubovo-Vasilivka and Orihivko-Vasilivka. We can see that in this direction the Russian forces are advancing in these three directions after they have broken through the western fortifications of Solidar. As the Ukrainians had built some fortifications in this area here, they have broken through them and are now advancing southwards. This is very significant as, first of all, they have completely operationally encircled Paraskoviivka and Krasna, because they've also advanced in the south and have taken control over the crossroads north of Bakhmut, which will prevent any supplies from coming through the southern area. And they have managed to reach the highway and are now have fire control over the highway. So any supplies going in or out of Paraskoviivka is under Russian fire control. And this is very significant, as I mentioned earlier, because we can see here in the northwestern area of Blahodatne that there's this river line here. With that, they need to reach the river line and hold that position, and they'll have a strong flank to do further offensive operations in this direction. With that, they can attack the villages of Selesnyanske, Orihovo-Vasilivka, Dubovo-Vasilivka and Berihivka with their full force, as they will have to leave a few soldiers behind to have and protect their flank, with Solidar and Blahodatne in as supportive units as bases to protect their supplies. And they will be able to operationally encircle Paraskoviivka and Krasna, allowing them to capture these villages as well, which will allow them to use a strong force northwest of Bakhmut. And if we look at the weather reports for the upcoming days, we see that today and next couple of days will be in the negatives. And even after that, they will still be slightly positive, but mostly negative, which will allow them to have the ground to be somewhat frozen and steady for them to do armored column attacks all the way until next week, which means that they are able to advance in the ground outside of the highways, which means that they can attack all of these villages directly instead of having to rely on the E40 highway. Of course, there's most likely a lot of mined areas here. However, there are areas where there isn't any mines because the Ukrainian forces had to retreat from these areas, which means that they had to cross over the areas. So as long as they follow the footsteps of the Ukrainian soldiers, it's most likely not mined. And if they have it mined, it will be hastily put down and revealed in the open, which means that the Russian forces will be able to detect them easily and bypass them. With that information, we see that the Russian forces have a significant advantage here north of Bakhmut, and that Bakhmut is in danger of operational encirclement, as if Russia captures these three villages here, they'll be able to advance further south towards Bohdanivka and Yahidne. With that, they'll be able to gain fire control over the road between Bakhmut and Chesev Yar. With that, they'll have an operational encirclement over Bakhmut. And that's all for this update. Thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed, and have a great day.